Drivers, to your cars. Drivers, to your car.
Good evening, everyone. Hello, Red and Chuck. Thank you for the picture. Thank you, Brian. Hello, good evening to you. And thank you, Bola, for coming along. Hello, how are you? And good evening to Edgar. How are you tonight? How are you all this evening? I hope you're all well. A little bit behind tonight, but we're getting there. I've been playing a bit of iRacing. So I've got a little bit behind, but I managed to get here for 9 o'clock, so that's good. As you can see, USA is on the pole for this Watkins Glen race, round 8 of the Nations Cup. 35 laps. Mexico behind them on second, Canada in third, Greece in fourth, having a fantastic season. Fifth for Wales, sixth for Portugal, South Africa down in a lowly seventh, Jamaica in 8th, Australia 9th, Italy in 10th. Not expecting much overtaking tonight. It is Watkins Glen. Let's have a look. Let's go down here to the bottom. So China are at the back, and I completely forgot about that, Edgar. Completely forgot. It's probably because I'm late and I'm behind, so I do apologise. Very rainy days in Argentina. Well, we're meant to have rain here tomorrow. It's been about 80 degrees for the last week, so a bit of rain will clear the air up, I hope. Let's see, because getting a bit fed up with this COVID-19, or whatever it's called now. Would just like to get out of the house, to be honest, and go and do something normal for a change. Let's get on with this race.
Drivers, start your engines!
So here we go for our courtesy pace lap of the Nations Cup. There's Mexico there, America, Greece, having a fantastic season, so is Portugal. There's Canada, Jamaica, South Africa really low, not good, but they may start off better. 42 degrees and rain in Massachusetts, everyone. Not good. Summer is on its way though, guys, and it will pop around sooner than you think. We're more concerned in this country about McDonald's opening. Apparently it's not going to open until mid-May, so the whole of the UK is about to have a crisis, I think, because of that. 12 Celsius and, well, dark but clear skies in Holland. In Holland it's 12 Celsius. It's probably around about that here now, actually. It's pitch black. Fahrenheit or Celsius? Ooh, that's a good one. Because that would be pretty hot, wouldn't it? 42 degrees Fahrenheit in the rain. That would be like really hot. Oh, what's going on at the back? What is going on at the back? Can you see that? Israel having a bit of a scrap with Poland. Is that continuing, or they sorted themselves out? They've sorted themselves out. Oh, and that's because Poland have smoke billowing out of that car. They need to get on the inside to go in the pits. They could be a yellow flag at the start of this race, guys. Just saying. As we go back to the front of the grid as quickly as we can. do it the easy way. There you go. It's better. So about 3 Celsius. Wow. I did see the picture. It was an awesome picture. And do you know that's my first fan mail? And Poland have gone off board somewhere. But here we go. We're green, green, green. Not sure for how long, because Poland probably causing a major accident at the back. Hopefully not. Let's wait and see. Will Timmy the flagman change to a yellow? Not yet. We are on a green, guys, and it's go, go, go here at Watkins Glen, and Mexico steaming ahead into first place. Green from Greece in third, Portugal in fourth, Canada in fifth. Not a good start for them. Could be a lot better, and it seems we've got a little bit of a half pack going on here, as Poland have probably gone, and Poland have a gearbox problem. So gearbox has gone for Poland. They are out of the race officially. Watch from back rear view. Yeah, I should have done, shouldn't I? But I didn't. Completely behind. Not with it today. Must be the heat. As we come to the turn before they go over the start-finish line. Great start to a race. Everyone is all over the place looking for positions. But Timmy, the flagman, still has no yellow out, which is good. Which is good. And it looks like Croatia. Looks like Croatia are out of the race as well, by the looks of things. And that's probably going to hurt, because I just dropped the microphone. It's probably going to hurt your ears more than mine. Let's have a look then. What's going on? So Croatia. I thought it was Croatia, but obviously it's not. Poland out. It was Croatia. There you go. Croatia are there. Croatia not officially out as of yet, but we will keep an eye on that for you and see what goes on. 42 degrees, 5.5 Celsius. Wow, that is pretty cold. Pretty cold. Mexico lead the race, but America are hot on their tail. Hello, the guy. The guy is in the house, everyone. He's in the house. It's a song, isn't it? America trying to overtake the Mexicans. Would please, Mr. Trump, I'm sure, if the Americans get in front of the Mexicans, but Mexico defending that position pretty well at the moment. But this is where America could get them on this long straight down the front of that pit lane. Croatia still in the pits at the top left there, right at the back. Poor them. And what's happened there? Maybe they got involved with Poland. It's not my day today, no. Liam is all discombobulated today. I'm all over the place today. Yeah, don't know what's going on. It's the heat, I swear. Well, it could be the cider. What house? What house? What house is that? Oh, what am I doing? Right, anyway. America hunting down the Mexicans. But do they have enough in them? We shall find out. America won their first race of the season last time round in Australia. So they're looking for a second win here to defend their championship. They look like they're going to go for it. Maybe not. Maybe not this time. As all the boys come down nice and easy around that lower turn there as they come round to the part I like to call the unmade part, because there's a lot of track here that needs redoing, and it could really need a bit of a resurface, but not going to complain too much, because at the moment we're having a nice decent race. 13 seconds behind America. Seem to have backed off now a little bit, maybe saving themselves, I'm not too sure. 7 people in the house watching, viewing. I've been considering streaming this on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook as well. What do you guys think? Do you think that's a good thing? Do you think it's a bad thing? Do you think I should solely be on YouTube? What do you guys think? So Croatia finally out of the pits, way behind. They must be 3 laps behind, and number 7 is out as well. That looks like South Korea had an accident. We didn't see that one. Obviously there was no yellow flag, so didn't have a chance to go take a look at that one, unfortunately. But America hunting down the Mexicans. Greece in third, doing very, very well. Very well indeed. South Africa down in 8th place. And Canada looks like they're in 5th, so they will be happy with that. They need to keep in the points. Wales, Mexico, America, Greece and Canada. Okie dokie, that's how you think it's going to finish. Do you think Wales will get to the front of this grid? They're in 6th at the moment, behind Canada. So, and there seems to be a little bit of a distance between them as we head on back to the Canadians. As you can see, there's a bit of a gap between them and the Welsh. I'd say a 2 to maybe a 3 car gap there. Okay, yeah. Well, I just thought about it, you know. Not too keen on Twitch, to be fair. But you just don't know. There's Netherlands at the back there, not having a good race today. Could be doing a lot better. So let's go to the back. There's Northern Ireland and Sweden fighting it out at the back. There is Norway. And obviously we've got the back guys of China. That is Turkey by the looks of things. And that's Finland and Scotland doing a lot better than usual. Croatia are on a back lap, but they're really fighting to get back. There's Japan. That is Qatar, one of the new teams. More exposure is always good, but it's 3 things to keep checking. You are right. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Twitch, to be fair. And yeah, it's not a big thing in the UK actually at the moment. We're still struggling with YouTube. There is Egypt and Poland, and here we are with. That is France, I believe, and Russia just in front of them, Morocco in front of them, Belgium. There we have Israel. Lovely camera view there of all the cars coming down. Argentina looking to maybe, I think they're being more defensive there and stopping the Israelis from overtaking them. We have England just behind the Saudis. England and Saudi Arabia always seem to be racing together. Bit of a pact they've got, and there's Germany in front of the Saudis. Not the season they were expecting. They started off quite well, but have not done anything since. There is the Dutch. Now they're in 13th place. 13th place for the Dutch at the moment. I think they will change that livery next season. Maybe going for the flag instead and putting a bit of orange on the roof maybe. Not too sure. They're not having much luck today, that's for sure. There's the Irish. Had a bit of luck this season, won a race. But again, not done much since. There is Australia, didn't fare well at their home race last time round. As you've noticed, we are back on American soil for the Nations Cup for the next couple of races. And then we are off to Europe, where we hitch a ride to the UK. To Rockingham, which will be the European stage of the Nations Cup, and on then to Germany to the Euro Speedway. So there's Italy just in front of Australia. Iceland are up in 9th place, so having a good race. There's Jamaica in 8th. South Africa in 7th, struggling this season. I'm starting to think this is not going to be their season. Leaving it a bit too late. We are at the halfway point, and I just don't think they've got it in them anymore. There's the Welsh trying to catch up with that Canadian car, as we know is pretty quick. And we know this track is not an overtaking track. You don't get it very often. Portugal are hunting down the Greeks though, and maybe there's potential there for a Portuguese overtake, but not as of yet. And again, I believe this race will be a pit stop race. The same as what it was at Calder. America winning that fair and square, but on a yellow flag, unfortunately. And there's the Greece, above expectations this season. They've had a 2nd place twice and a 3rd place. So the only next best thing for them is to win a race. So could it be today? Could someone make mistakes in the pit stops? Not too sure, but I'm shocked to see that Mexico is still leading this. pit stops around 12 and 15, you say? Could be, I reckon. I think you could be right. 12, 15, yeah. Sounds about average. 35 laps. 45 minutes, I reckon. So, yeah, that should be a good time for them to come in. But Mexico still hunting down the Mexicans. Getting a bit closer, but not close enough at the moment. Shockingly, America are not pushing it at the moment. I thought they would, but they're not. Agree on all the pit stops. Mexico is strong, yeah. They might just run it to the end. They've won 2 of 6 in your series. Wow. Okay, so they are a strong team. They've always been strong, in fairness, but they just never seem to get over that final hurdle. But today they may do. They may get that win that they so desperately want. They've had 2 thirds this season. So I suppose next up for them will be a second or a first place. But again, it will go down to the pit stops. Do they have the pit team there to get them in and out quick? Looks like America are struggling with defending that second position from Greece there. I think America may have gone a bit wide because it looked like Greece were really close to them. And they seem to be losing ground on the Mexicans. The Mexicans seem to be pushing ahead with America slowing down a little bit. They've got to be careful because they're so close together. When they do go in the pits, it's going to be a big change at the front. A huge change, or unless they all go in the pits at the same time. So there's potential for them to go into the pits now. If Bowler is correct, he said around 12:15, so it could be around about now. All those right turns, you are right, yeah. Literally right. 35 lead, yeah. 49 now. Mexico are getting stronger in this race. So they are moving out, you're right. So I guess Mexico are a bit strong today, but it will all depend on the pit stops, I think. That's where they could lose it. And they're not going in this lap, and it seems to me we're getting a pack at the front well away from Jamaica there, and even South Africa are struggling to keep up with the Welsh. That's shocking. Really is shocking from South Africa this season. Not the team, the dominant team they once were. Very sad times for them, especially as we got a South African stage on this tour this season, so they want to pick things up by then and win their home race. Wales still fighting out of Canada. Portugal in the middle, sandwiched between Canada and the Greeks. Mexico steaming ahead, has been dropped down to 38 now, so America are picking up, or the Mexicans have slowed up, but they are obviously going to be saving tyres now because they are getting worn out as we go. But will they go in on this lap? As they get rather close to that worn grass there. A bit worrying for the pit teams when they come past that wall. Pit teams don't want to do too much work as they continue on. No one goes in from the front anyway. Let's go on board with Mexico. So Mexico go into the pits by the looks of things, as America, Greece, Portugal, Canada and Wales continue on. Very interesting as Mexico, South Africa and Jamaica all go in as everyone continues on. We're on lap 15. Bowler was correct. 10 points to you, my son. 15th lap and they go in, but America hasn't. And what is their strategy? And will Mexico get around in time to get that first place back? And will South Africa get out first? Doesn't look like it. Mexico are off, as is South Africa, and Jamaica will follow them. So Mexico on their way. Now, of course, we need to see where the Americans are at. So they're coming here now. They will be going into the pits, I'm sure, or will they continue on? Let's take a look. So they all go in except for Canada. Canada continue on for another lap. Wow. That is that's incredible, Canada. You seem to have the car today. As everyone else follows in and slows up. Trying not to crash in the pits. As they have to slow right up, as we know. There's Scotland out. Canada on their way around. They'll probably go in next up. And there's South Africa. And here comes Mexico. Mexico trying to get back past the Americans. And I think they're going to make it. I think they are going to make it. And they're going to make it with ease. Let's go to the other camera. Oh, wrong one. That's the one we want. So America are coming out now. Look at that screen. As Mexico fly down the front straight. Can the Americans get out before them? I think they're going to make it. Mexico have got the speed. Yes, they go and they carry on around the track. Mexico out before the Mexicans. Greece out as well. South Africa look like they are overtaking the Portuguese. They have, as South Africa go into 4th place. Not officially. It will change though as Mexico go in, and I think you'll find that Canada are now into the pits, who are leading this race at the moment. Mexico will come round and overtake them, I'm sure. What a pit stop. What a pit stop from America and Mexico. Mexico flew around that track and got in front, back in front of the Americans. Great racing from the Mexicans. Potential to go on and win this race. Let's go to the other cam and see where Canada are at. There's Canada currently leading this race officially. Will Mexico? I think Mexico are going to be way ahead of Canada as they fly down this front straight with America, Greece, and I think even South Africa will get in front of them. And there you go. Even Portugal, I think, are going to get in front of... yeah, I think they will. Let's take a look. As Portugal come round, go on the inside. Oh, and Canada giving them a race now. Look at that. Canada not going to take that lightly. Not at all. They want that place. I think Canada may be going for a one-stop, guys. I really do. It could be very interesting. Mexico way out in front now. But as we know, that table's got to update itself. And then we'll really see what is going on in this race. I think it will update when they come round. Now it should do. Not for Canada maybe, but for the other cars, as someone else is now going in the pits. Looks like South Korea are going in. So there you go. It's all updating. There is official. Mexico first, America second, Greece third, South Africa 4th. Looks like Portugal are in 5th, Canada in 6th place, Wales in 7th. So not too bad. Definitely looks like majority we need a second stop. I don't know. Maybe Canada are on a oneer, but don't know. Where's the Dutch? The Dutch are in 11th place. Argentina in 16th, so not having a good race for them today. Where did the Dutch qualify? The Dutch qualified in 13th, and they're currently in 11th, so that's good. Argentina were in 17th, and now they're in 16th, so they've not moved that far. And obviously USA were on the pole, and Mexico are now leading. So go down to here and we have Poland and Brazil both out of the race, and Croatia 3 laps behind officially. Exciting stuff going on here at Watkins Glen. I love this track. It's the number 7 car who's got the fastest lap, which is a that can't be right. 24.665. I think that's impossible, isn't it? No one can do it in 24.665. Wow, that is a really quick lap. Who is number 7? Can anyone? Brazil. Wow, I think that's when they must have crashed. So, you know, that's just impossible. Never seen that before. There's the Finns there, but we'll go back to Mexico. Don't know why the fastest lap has changed, but that's a bit weird. But otherwise, it's America who actually have the official fastest lap. I'm going to stop waffling on now because people are going to start leaving and not watching this channel anymore because I just talk rubbish. Sorry. I think they had more than a rocket. Blimey. I think they must have had some special dust up their exhaust. That was quick. Pixie dust. That's probably what they had. So it looks like we've got a foursome going on at the front. Mexico, America, the Greeks, and South Africa. Portugal behind them. Canada and Jamaica. So not much of a change. The pits has only changed really. The South Africans managed to get up to 4th with a great pit stop from them. But are the South Africans on their way back? Because they're pretty close to the Greeks. And again, will they go on a 2 pit stopper, or will they only be on a 1 pit stop like everyone else, or will they all go to 2 stops? Bit of a conundrum this, because we're not really sure what they're going to do next, and South Africa are going to want that podium place and move the Greeks out of the way, but I just don't think they've got it in them. Yeah, you got to keep an eye on me, Brian. You know what I'm like. I do waffle on a bit. Just tell me to shush and I'll shush. I'm cool, man. Go feed the dog. He needs feeding. I need feeding, actually. I might go and get something to eat instead of waffling on. What's going on around the track there? Northern Ireland fighting it out of Norway. Could be potential carnage there between them two. Not used to racing each other. There's Sweden, China, South Korea, the usual participants at the back. Don't know why they entered the competition really. South Korea got a lovely little bumper scrape there, or no bumper. Japan, there's the Finns behind the Qatarians. Denmark, another new team this season, not pulled anything out of the bag though. Croatia, 3 laps down. There is Scotland doing a lot better than usual. Doing very well. Where are they? They're in 27th place. Very well done, Scotland. Pulled your finger out today. There's Spain. Having a go with Poland. There's Colombia and Egypt fighting it out. The Egyptians, another new team this season. There's the French and the Russians. There's Morocco, Belgium. There's the Israelis chasing the English down. England behind their friends, the Argentinians. So which means they must be in 17th. Yes, Argentina in 16th place. There's the luck of the Irish car in 15th place. There's Saudi Arabia moved away from the English. They'll be very happy about that. There's Italy, Germany, Netherlands still in 11th, but they are hunting down the Australians by the looks of things. There's Jamaica. Going back to the front of the grid, it looks like we've got a bit of a race on our hands with these 3 here. Even a potential carnage starter as Wales hunt down them Canadians wanting to get back up the grid. There's South Africa looking at them Greeks but knowing they're probably not going to catch them. as the Greeks seem to have a better car on the turns than the South Africans do at the moment. And obviously back to the front with the Americans and the Mexicans fighting it out for first place, and America has caught them, but how far can they do this and potentially overtake them? Do you know, I think they're going to have pit stops on lap 27. I think they're all going to have a second pit stop on lap 27. Just got this feeling. Don't know why. Not sure, but I don't know. They can't obviously. They can't just do a one pit stop, really, can they? Is that possible? America getting rather close now, 0.34, so they are catching the Mexicans, and the Americans looking for their second straight win and second win of the season. Potentially it could be here. Mexico pushing on though, hoping that the Americans back off a little bit, but don't think they're going to. Back for the last round of the Piston Cup tomorrow night, guys. The last round. It's going to be rather exciting. Who's going to win? Is it going to be Darren Ledford or Todd Marcus? Interesting. It's going to be a race to the wire. It'd be awesome if they're both on pole and second as well. So we'll race each other down, I'm sure. It'd be awesome as well if it was just a Ledford Marcus race, to be fair. Everyone else just sit back and watch and see who can win. We are at Indianapolis tomorrow for that one. And then next week we start the Next Gens Cup. Piston Cup Next Gen, so that'll be interesting. Yeah, pits between 26 and 30, yeah, definitely. Definitely. No cautions yet either, touch wood. No cautions as of yet, so some nice clean driving here at Watkins Glen. Considering we had the Piston Cup boys here, we had 17 cautions over 35 laps, so that was a bit of an eye-opener. Looks like Greece is getting away from South Africa as well by the looks of things, and Portugal, Canada and Wales in the background. Jamaica aren't even in screen now, so they're way behind. Lack of cautions overall this season. Yeah, it's been quite clean. Very clean, to be fair. Some nice clean racing from the boys, but sometimes I get a bit annoyed with these road tracks because I like them, but sometimes you just want to see a bit of overtaking going on. Not have to wait till they get to the pits sort of thing, you know. But the good thing is, yeah, you know, of course, next up we are at Talladega. So we're at Talladega on Wednesday night. So that should be a good one. Back to these speedways. And then we're off to Rockingham. And then we are off to the Euro Speedway. So that should be cracking fun. For the European stage, that is. We need some more crashes, Edgar says. Yes, I agree. I agree. Maybe America will shunt Mexico out of the way in this lap before they go in the pits, maybe. Maybe they won't. Maybe they will. The Greeks look like they're catching up with the Americans. Greece are doing pretty well, actually, to be fair. I'm quite impressed with them. Very impressed with them this season. Maybe next season excuse me, maybe next season they'll be strong enough to go for the title. At the moment, Mexico are leading this race, and doesn't look like we're having pit stops from the front boys yet. So there are the Dutch. So I think they have been into the pits because they're way down now in 35th. So maybe they have been in the pits themselves. As we go forward. I'm not doing the Le Mans race. That is a bit of an edit, a wrong description. I do apologise. We're not doing Le Mans anymore because it doesn't work. It keeps crashing. The cars keep crashing. There's about 50 million yellows, and it's just a pain in the bum. And it takes about 7 minutes to do one lap, so that's the other reason. So I don't think we'll be doing Le Mans. That will be that has come off. I've taken it off, and I should have changed the description. I thought I did, but obviously I haven't. So I need to change that and correct it. As it looks like we're having pits, we are having pits. All top four cars go in. As Canada continue on, will they be on a one-stop strategy? Interesting times now, guys, because whoever gets out here first will potentially win this race, or unless Canada continue on. I can't imagine Canada will pit on lap 31, surely, because they went around twice last time. So let's have a look. Mexico go in first. They get in there first. As Wales struggling to find a spot there. So here we go. Who's going to get out? Who's going to be left in? Mexico go! Mexico are off. South Africa are off. Greece are off. Great racing. Oh, brilliant. Mexico really quick and hit a few snags there, but nothing to worry. Make them race at Rouen. Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking of Rouen. The Formula 1 races there. So here we go then for the last 6 laps of this race. America still in second, Greece in third, there's South Africa in fourth, Portugal fifth, Wales in sixth. Not officially though, because we're still waiting for the Canadians to do their thing. And there they go into the pits. So they are going in, like they are on a 2-stopper, just like the rest, just like everyone else is. And there's the eye in the sky, showing us where the Mexicans are. I thought that was sheep on the right there, it's actually people. How weird. Anyway. Yeah, I think that they're pitting now, so I think that was a good choice. Otherwise they'll be pitting when everyone else is finishing. Silly mistake, Canada. So here we go then. They come down the front straight. Canada should be out already. Nope, they're not. They are coming out now. And they probably will join in behind, by the looks of things, Portugal. And get in between them and the Welsh. Yeah, I think they have. Great racing. There you go. You can see from a distance as all the cars are moving about. You can see it's nice and smooth. Nothing too major happening. Back to Mexico on lap 30. Leading this race now. And the times will update. Yeah, I would put a tenner on it and all. If you're a betting man, definitely. If you're a real betting man, you put America on to come back and win. What are the odds of that? That would be quite interesting. I don't think they're going to, unless Mexico make a silly mistake. Mexico could be on their way to win their first race of the season. They're due it. They are very due it. So it would be nice to see. And Brian, I shall let you know. I only just noticed they're skipping on the bus stop. Yes, they are. They're skipping it. They're going straight down rather than in it, as they say. So we're on lap 31 and Mexico are 2.4 seconds ahead of the Americans. And it looks like the Mexicans have also, not the Mexicans, the Canadians have got the fastest lap of a 1:05.264, but not good enough as they're in 6th place. Portugal in 5th. South Africa in 4th, Greece in 3rd, and America in 2nd, and we're with the Mexicans who are in 1st place. 4 laps to go. We're going towards lap 32. It's sort of you know, it's sort of one of them things where I think Mexico are going to win this, but we are getting towards some traffic which could potentially slow the Mexicans down and give the Americans that chance to overtake. Running for 43 minutes so far of this race. We're on lap 32. Short stream tonight, guys. Obviously, because it's a road race, we're on 35%, which is giving us a 35 lap race. As the Mexicans fly down there. Didn't think they were going to stop for a second there. What camera are we on? We're on spectator cam, so we'll change that back to TV2 as Mexico now come up to a lot of traffic, and this is where things could go very sour for them. They need to get past this traffic and give themselves a buffer between them and the Americans. Hi Mike, hi Ashton, I hope you're both well. Nice of you to join us, thank you for being here. It's an honour to have you both join us for the later stages of this race as we have Mexico leading, coming up to a lot of traffic, but America seem to be way too behind to make any difference to this race now. Lap 33, and the champions are struggling in second place as Mexico come up behind the Northern Irish, potentially looking to overtake them and get them out of their way, give themselves a bit of a buffer between them and the Americans, and as they come down this back straight. Oh! Mexico, calm down. You need to win this race. Oh, I thought that was a goner. I thought they were goners then. I thought that was game over. I was literally going to say rest in peace then to Mexico, but luckily they just made it. Wow. Northern Ireland not giving up that place easy. Maybe they're in cahoots with the Americans. I'm not sure. Seem to be slowing the Mexicans down, and Mexico can't get past them, but they will do on this front straight as they fly down. They will, I'm sure, get past them as they come down the hill. Lap 34 begins. Could be Sergio Perez, yeah, could well be. Not sure what his name is, but he's been pretty quick today, but he's not had to overtake anyone really, only except for at the start. So now we're seeing his real skill. See if he can get past the back marker of Northern Ireland. Good time by Alan Jackson. No, I don't. No, I shall Google that later. And so we're getting a Mexico trying to get past the Irish. Oh, and they push them into the grass. They push them into the grass, and I saw that America catching up now. We are going into lap 35, and America have caught up with the Mexicans. Mexico struggling to get past these back markers. America pouncing on this opportunity now. They know there's an opportunity to be had. The Americans have all of a sudden found some extra rhythm in that car. Can Mexico get past Northern Ireland before America do? America coming down using that slipstream. You see the white flag from Timmy the flagman, but America need to go out wide to get past the Mexicans. We're struggling to get past them, and Mexico still can't get past them. America going through the middle, but no, they haven't made it. They closed that gap. Mexico and Northern Ireland, we've got a race on our hands to the checkered flag now, as Mexico eventually get past Northern Ireland. Now they've got South Korea in sight. Mexico need to keep this place to win this race, and I think they have now, with America pulling back, and Mexico fly off angry with Northern Ireland, I bet, but the anger won't stay for long as they go towards that checkered flag. Happiness will arise on their face. They will be very happy back in Mexico City. There will be parties long into the night, I'm sure, as America getting pushed into the wall there by the back markers, South Korea and Northern Ireland, as Mexico come round for their last touch of the turn. The checkered flag's in the air. Timmy, the checkered flag man, has raised it. Mexico win their first win of the season, and it came at Watkins Glen, round 8 of the Nations Cup. Well done to Mexico. Held on for 35 laps. I think they led for a total of 32 with pit stops. Fantastic racing from the Mexicans. The team will be very, very excited. And it's Mexico who win, Ashton. And maybe we will do driver names for the Nations Cup. I just like to keep it as just international cars that are racing. A bit like the A1 Grand Prix, where it started out as just nations, and then it sort of got to the point where people were more interested in the driver than the actual country. And I don't want that to happen, to be fair. I not too sure. Maybe I'll think about that, have a look into it as we come round. Who would drive for America? Jimmy Johnson, Kyle Busch? Definitely not Kyle Busch. 100%, no way. Dale Jr., definitely. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Hashtag well done, North America. But it's Mexico who win today. Cracking race. That was a good race. Good race at the end as well with the back markers. Keeping Mexico at bay, but not enough. We've got a yellow flag out. For some reason, something's happened somewhere, but not that it affects the race at all. Mexico first, USA in second, and Greece in third. Congratulations to Mexico. 7th isn't bad for the Welsh. No, it's not. No, Argentina in 16th, and the Dutch finished down in 25th. Not good at all. And who finished at the back? Poor old Croatia, 5 laps behind. Thank you, Brian. See you tomorrow. Pretty good race driver, Kurt. Kurt could be. Kurt. Let's go to the official results. So that is game over for the Dutch in the standings. They were in 10th. They're now moved down to 11th. Unfortunate there, Edgar. But they're still 11th, so that is good. England behind them. USA still top with that 1 win. Canada 3 wins in, and they're in 2nd place. 8 points behind America. Thank you, Edgar. See you later. Talk to you on Facebook. And talk to you on Facebook, Brian, as well. And yeah, you've dropped to place, but don't worry, things will change. Saudi Arabia in 6th. I know, crazy, isn't it? They got a lot of money though, to be fair, to throw at this. They're only 39 points behind Canada, so 146 behind the leader though. But yeah, so after 8 races, this is, and I think everyone started. Yes, everyone has started all 8 races, which is incredible. Who's led the most laps? USA 204. Let's go to the results of that race then. And as you can see, 35 laps, Mexico led 4:29, USA for 1, Canada for 4, and that was when the pit stops were happening. And we had 6 lead changes with 4 countries changing. And there is Brazil obviously led for a lap. Don't know how that happened. They had an accident. Not sure what went on there, but a bit of a mess up with the game. But Brazil and Poland both out. Unfortunate. So Wednesday night we are at Talladega for round 9. Tomorrow it's the Piston Cup, the last round of the week, before we return next week with the next gens. So that should be interesting. So yeah, 9 p.m. tomorrow night for the Piston Cup, 9 p.m. Wednesday for the Nations Cup. I hope you can all make it, because I really do appreciate it, and I love you all being here, because we have some good chats and some good banter. Wouldn't be the same without you guys, that's for sure. Have a lovely evening wherever you are, or an afternoon if you're in that part of the world, and don't forget to take care and keep safe in this present world at the moment. Take care, guys. Thank you for watching. Sending lots of love to all the world, and take care. Be safe.